welcome to the latest episode of Tech Talk. We've recently had a Xero product update, so I thought I'd use this episode to take you through some of those key features that Xero have brought in. Let's jump into the Xero demo and take you through them now. And one of the first features that I was going to highlight is probably something you've already seen, and that's it. Xero's had a little bit of a facelift in terms of the reports section in accounting and reports here. So you'll see here, right from the offset, that favourites is now appearing at the top of this screen, and you can just simply add to favourites by clicking on the star next to it there. One of the other areas we've got is the ability to show or hide descriptions. So that just gives us a brief oversight of which report does what. But probably one of the most useful features are just here, the three little dots next to each report if it's available. And that's where you can capture the older version. So if you're a dinosaur like myself and you still use the older version, you can find that here. There's also some pre-populated reports, which are quite common there by comparing by the tracking category, month to date or year to date. There's also a brand new report here, the budget variance report. And if you click on that, you get this screen here. And this just gives a better overview of the actuals versus budgets. That also feeds into the Xero dashboard. So if you use the widget for the account watch list, you can now click on the three dots here and show the budgets column, so you can use the actual versus budget on the dashboard as well. And next, I just want to show you a very little feature within bank reconciliation, so accounting and bank accounts there. Within the bank reconciliation, there's a minor change. The ability now to have the compact view just allows us to squeeze a few more entries on there to reconcile. But secondly, there's probably an area that you may not see quite as visually, and that's the fact that Xero have come up with an enhanced algorithm on the predictions. So they've used not just your historical data, but the wider community within Xero to establish which suppliers provide which services. So hopefully in the coming future, you'll get to see a greater accuracy in the prediction of who the contact is and what the transaction's actually for. One of the other updates that Xero has been working on is within Xero Projects. Now, by reminder, Xero Projects allows us to actually track an individual event or project, generate a budget for that, and track the costings against that specific budget there. Xero Projects is actually a paid extra subscription, but you can access it from a demo point of view by just jumping into the Xero demo company, which is what I'm using here for the example. But you can access the demo company at any time by going into your organization tab here and just clicking on My Xero. Once you log on to that, you can jump into the Xero demo and not just use projects, but you can try out postings that you're not sure are going to work, or payroll if, again, you don't use that within your subscription. So the actual update itself is in a couple of areas. Within projects now, you have the ability to assign projects on a individual level. So if you click on the edit project details, you can either make the project public, so available to anyone with access to projects, or private, so you can allocate it to just one particular person. So it's sensitive and it just belongs to Fred Smith. You can click private and allocate it to that particular person. There's also a new report, which is in project financials here, and that just allows you to see all the projects and the individual costs and invoices for that. So it gives you a project and a gross profit percentage against that. One of the other areas that's probably not been highlighted previously is within the individual project itself. So you've got a little summary view of that specific project. So in this case, we've got the right agency project up in details, and this handy little profitability tab here takes you through to this screen, which gives you a great little visual of the total invoices and total costs against that specific project there. And the final announcement that Xero made in their latest product update was in the Xero marketplace and integrations with other apps. So they talked about enhancements with Workflow Max. Within that integration, you can now merge fields that will pull in detailed information about quotes and estimated amounts, previous invoice amounts, and total claimed and unclaimed amounts, as well as the remaining balance. For Shopify, they've worked on the entire integration from scratch. It's a brand new app, basically, and in that you can now see how much revenue and profit is being made each day. It'll send the sales transactions to Xero for easy bank reconciliations and hopefully easily help you track your cash flow. They've also got an enhancement in their integration with Go Cardless. There's a new mandate matching feature which lets merchants import their active mandates so they can manually match mandates with their customers. Okay, so that's a wrap for this episode of Tech Talk. Hopefully something useful in there for you, and we'll see you in the next installment.